don't know.
I want you to take a look at this powerful video of this white guy who explains how his father taught him that black people were bad and horrible. And then when he went to boot camp, he learned that it was totally opposite. Take a look.
My dad taught me to hate black people. I never saw a black person until I was 17 years old. I hit boot camp. And then I was stationed in Memphis, Tennessee. And I wish if by any chance there's a guy, Stan, from St. Louis, Missouri, listening to this, if it falls on his ears, I can't remember his last name, but I would love to look him up because he changed my life. He changed my life by doing two things. We were on mess duty, and at the time, we were living in a squad bay. It's a big open room. Everything I owned was in an 18-inch wall locker. Everything in my life that I owned was in an 18-inch wall locker. We slept on bunk beds. It was a big open squad bay. Stan and I met on mess duty, and we were working long days, but we ended up being on different shifts for a week or two. I come back after being in the mess hall all day, and Stan.
Hello and welcome to the channel. In today's episode, we are going to be unfolding what white kids are saying to their parents, what white kids raised in black home, in black family are saying on social media. What they are saying will shock you. Yes, I repeat, what they are saying will shock you. Some of this video had me crying. Some of this video actually had me crying. So join me together and let's watch this and discover more of what is happening in black family who raise white kids. Join me together and let's discover this. And please do it to leave your thoughts in the comment section. Yeah.
Stan is sitting on my bunk, and I said, Stan, what are you doing? And he said, I'm keeping an eye on your stuff. He said, I was coming through the squad bay. He said, I heard a ruckus over here. He said, and when I came around the corner, there was two guys. They had busted the lock off your wall locker, and they're about to get into it. And he said, I had a choice. He said, they ran off. He said, I could have chased them, or I could stay here and watch your stuff. And I said, and this brings tears to my eyes to this day, guys. And this is almost 50 years ago. Stan sat on my bunk. Stan sat on my bunk for 6 hours. Wow. 6 hours waiting for me to come. And then when I get there, he said, Louis, he said, go to the PX and get yourself another lock. The PX was a 20-minute walk one way. Stan sat there for another 40 minutes while I went to the PX, bought myself a lock, and came back. My attitude, my awareness, my realization that what my dad taught me was not the truth went off like a flippin' bomb. And I realized black people are just as good as white people or yellow people or red people or brown people. They're just people. And so we've all been taught about something about somebody.
Now that is powerful and life-changing.
Shut up.
No.
Can you shut your mouth for a minute?
No.
Because I actually work in the ghetto. I see the people.
Do you know why they're in that
I
position?
see these people.
Do you understand the systematic and historical reason for why they're in that position?
They don't care. All they want to do is be ghetto.
No.
Yes, there's some that don't, and there's good people.
No.
Most of them just want to suck off the system or do something bad like drugs or gangs. And that's all they
have been oppressed. They have not been given the same opportunities you have had.
They do, and there's plenty of black people.
No, they don't, Dad.
There's plenty of
And you not recognizing that as an issue is the reason why it's still continuing today.
I see them all over. There's all kinds of successful people that are of color. It doesn't matter what color, brown, white.
But it's
orange,
a lot harder
yellow.
for them to get to that
It
position.
doesn't matter. When they do, they're fine. But there's always filthy animals. And
You're calling people of color black animals. You're calling them animals. Are you kidding me?
You didn't let me finish.
That's not okay. No matter what,
too.
that's not okay. No matter what, it's not okay. Racism is not okay. Why do you think that racism is okay?
That's mine.
Really, I'm gonna look at. No, I'm looking at statistics
That's my
right
medal.
now.
Your statistics they can be warped. Statistics can be warped. You want me to show you videos? Do you want me to show you videos of cops? I will do it.
Statistics wrong?
Because they can be warped. I'm not giving statistics right now. They can be warped. Personal experiences can't.
No, because this is actually putting it into play.
Do I need to show you a bunch of videos of cops attacking protesters? Peaceful protesters.
Listen to this. This is the number.
You mean I'm informed and educated?
You're not, though.
Yes, I am.
You're one-sided informed. platform.
Mom, I was watching political stuff and you said to turn that off because you don't want to hear about it. That means that I am educated on it and you are not.
I'm sick of hearing it.
The fact that you can have that ignorance, ignorance for the majority is bliss.
Okay, so
Ignorance for the minority
So I'm
is
looking at statistics
destruction.
that are wrong. This is just pure wrong information out there.
Just give me the statistic.
In 2017, 457 white people were shot to death by the police in the United States.
Okay.
223 were black.
76% of the population is white. 13% is black.
I get that.
If they were being killed at the exact same rate by police officers, the rate of black people being killed would be 8.9. But it's not. It's 24%. The rate of white people being killed should be about where it is. So they're being killed at a higher rate. There's more white people, meaning that the amount of people killed by cops who are white would be higher.
The reaction of the person. I'm not saying
Because they're
I'm
tired.
not saying it's
They're tired
right.
of being treated
I'm
that
not
way.
saying it's right.
Good.
But if they started teaching them that this is the world that we live in, you don't want to be killed. Why do you think your friend's father taught him that?
Because
He
so
does-
that his black son doesn't end up dead like Tamir Rice.
Because he doesn't want him to grow up with a chip on his shoulder
He
that
doesn't
no
want his
police
black son to end up dead.
Exactly.
That's not okay. Why do you think that's okay?
Because
Why is it something that you're okay with? Why is that a reality that you're okay with?
I'm okay with it.
But you are.
No, I'm not. I'm
So
saying,
stand against it. So stand against it. If you're not okay with it, so stand
you wanna know
against
when I'll
it.
stand against it? When the black people in the ghetto stop carrying an illegal weapon. When the black people in the ghetto stop murdering each other.
I'll start caring about cops when they stop killing black people.
I'll start.
Oh, man. Oh, shit. There you go. Yeah, y'all go. On my way to work. Y'all know what it is, man. I ain't posted nothing in a while. I guess I was off of work. Anyway, I was in Target. Yeah, I was in Target, right? And I don't know. I know I'm old, but I ain't that damn old. And I'm old. But anyway, I saw a kid screaming at his mother, little white kid. I thought that shit stopped years ago. I guess not. Little white girl. She over there crying, you hit me. She said, I ain't hit you, I just put you in the car. No, you hit me. And she driving past me. I'm like, okay. And she just screaming, oh, you hit me, you hit me. And the mother saying, no, baby, I just put you in the car. No, you hit me. I always walk, whatever that little girl was saying. And she told her mother, no. She said, no, you hit me, bitch. I said, I stopped. I said, that little white girl just called her mama a bitch. I said, oh, hell no. And she said, and then the mother like, no, don't act like that. No, don't act. You know, I'm going to tell you something, man. I'm going to tell you something. You know what I came to believe? Shit like that is how Karens are created. That little girl feel like she can do that to her mother. That's how that Karen shit happens. She feel like if I could do this to my mother, I'm raised this way. I think that's how Karens are created. They feel like, I don't know. I guess they feel like they can do or say or whatever they want to say. Cause that girl called her mama a bitch, and that ain't it. I'm sitting there listening, and then she said, the little girl said, now apologize. And the mother apologized. The mother said, okay, I'm sorry. I'm looking, I'm like, did this woman just tell this one girl, I'm sorry? And the little girl called her mama a bitch. That's how Karens are made, man. That's a Karen. Man, I'm thinking to myself, if that was me, I can't say black no more, because you got black, Latinos, and brown people. Man, that girl ass, I'd have been left down one of the aisles, and the cleaning person would have found me down one of the aisles, laid the fuck out with a big ass knot on top of my head. Who kid is this? Aisle 16, kid with a knot on top of his head, knocked out. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand. You know, I thought that was some back in the day shit. But that's was crazy. She said, bitch, you used to let me do this, and bitch, apologize. And the mama said, I'm sorry. I came to this conclusion, man. This is where Karens come from. Got to be. Because, I mean, I ain't never really seen a black Karen or a Spanish. You got them, but they got to be in an environment it's got to be like that right there. I don't understand that. You know what I'm saying? Because I'd have been, my mother would have left the store, and I wouldn't even been without me, because I'd have been laid down, knocked out on one of the aisles somewhere, you know, bleeding from the head or something. You're not saying that's right or wrong, but to let a kid do that to you, okay, let me rephrase that. Knocked out, busting your kid upside the head, okay, that's child abuse. But shit, letting your child do you like that, that's verbal abuse. So, something got to give. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I don't know about y'all, but shit, boy, I'm telling you, it'd have been a whole lot of shit moving around, and man, listen, clean up on aisle 7, because I'd have knocked his ass out. That's crazy. Man, I just had to say, maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm right.
A deeper reason why the Black community have been relentlessly persecuted. The more I learn about Black history and like the CIA, all these different people in power were trying to ruin the Black community, and it makes me think, dude, I feel like, is there something more going on here than just racism? What if they have, I don't know, if they're just something very valuable that we don't really know about, but maybe, like I said, these rich people and these people in power, maybe they figured it out a long time ago, and maybe that's why they were like, oh, we have to like get rid of them, blah blah blah. I don't know, I feel like maybe they have something special that this goes so much deeper than maybe a lot of us realize, because I'm sorry, but I don't think you're gonna go out of your way for all these hundreds and hundreds of years to try to ruin one group of people over something as silly as, oh, their skin is a different color. Like, I feel like there's something that we don't know.
We are the Most High's chosen people spoken of in the Bible. Research scripture. The whole Bible is written about the Israelites from the beginning to the end, all the way to Revelation. It is talking about a specific group of people, and they are not Christians. They are the Israelites, which are us. Scripture tells us how to identify the Israelites, and that identification will follow them to the end of the world. Those in power know, and they don't want us to get the truth out. That's why banning books and creating laws to keep us from sharing the truth. They don't want Black history, as they like to dub it, to be spoken of. But it's really the truth of the Israelites. Most High's chosen people. That's who we are. They know that. We are Israel.
I was raised by racists, and I want to talk about how deep the racism is behind closed doors. It was so bad that I would literally get physically punished for listening to music by people of color. I was told that I needed to keep the bloodline pure, and if I was caught dating a person of color, that they would immediately disown me. I remember being as young as 4 years old and being asked why I wasn't friends with the white kids in my school, and being told that those are the people that I need to befriend. Thankfully, I went no contact and I don't have to deal with their hateful beliefs anymore, but I want you to know that change is possible, and you don't have to believe everything that you were taught growing up.
First of all, I just want to say, shout out to this woman. It takes a lot of courage for, a white woman to come online, speak out on their racist family, what they went through, what things they were saying, stuff like that. Because a lot of white people aren't like that. A lot of white people just rather don't care. They just rather just ignore it. They just, just refuse to not speak on it because they rather scared, or they just really don't care. We need more white people like her. But y'all be calling us Black people, we have victims mentality. But you got a white woman coming online saying she would get in trouble for listening to Black people, music, and dating a Black person. She would get disowned for that. You know how racist you have to be to do that? The reason why some of you white people tell us why we have victim mentality is because you don't like when you're a group of people being exposed on racism. We're going to continue to talk about it. We're never going to stop. A lot of white people teach their children racism. I have a bunch of white people telling me the same.
Absolutely, white parents are teaching their white children to hate black and indigenous and people of color. There is a reason that the largest domestic terrorist threat that the United States continues to face is white supremacists. And that's according to the FBI database. My personal experience with this is that I grew up with a father that was incredibly racist. I have a biracial family and I am the second youngest of 8 siblings. When I was younger than 10, my biological father made me beat my black older brother with a mop handle while yelling, "Beat that N-word's ass." At first I refused, but then he started beating my ass. And then my brother told me to just do it. My mother eventually remarried after my biological father died. This man was a Democrat and a decent enough guy, but he loved to use the N-word. He would say, "I'm not your N-word." He would say, "They're acting like N-words." Until one day when my younger sister, who is black, broke out into tears telling him that she wasn't okay with it. So what I've come to figure out is that if a white parent is not actively anti-racist, they will teach their children to hate black and indigenous and people of color.
Generation is so soft, says the same people who were crying 50 years ago over having to share a water fountain with a black person.
Yes.
Where are they gone?
I don't know.
You don't know. So who ate them all?
Someone come round and they just ate them all.
Someone come around and ate the cakes?
Yeah.
So someone broke into a home and ate Mr. Kipling's Angel Slices. Didn't take the TV, didn't take, you know, some jewellery. They took these cakes.
And it was a black man.
Better turn around, Don't go back! Don't go back! What? Don't go back! It's a new
Why Kate raised in black family gave a very positive review about black family, and so you should know that black people are lovely people, they are good people. As a white person raised in black family, you don't just grow up, you learn to belong. They grow you up to belong, and that sense of belongingness, the sense of home, stays with you forever. That is just all I can say for now. Black people are good people, they are peaceful people, they understand what it means by love, and they know that love is actually what builds a family, not your skin color, your country of origin, or your culture. They don't just take that. And when you're a white person growing up in black family, you get to be taught those basic cultural value, and those cultural value is what actually makes blacks most attractive. Yeah, and I will say it again. So if you watch to this level, do it to hit that subscribe button, turn on your notification bell because I'm bringing you content like this, and leave your honest thought in the comment section. Do it to leave me with a green heart. Why green? Leave me with a green heart.